Guys, so we're doing another feeding time. And here's some of the things that I've learned. For one, we've told you a little bit before that our dogs have allergy problems. Ego and Tron are unfortunately suffering some. And just in terms of the skin, the problem is that sometimes it doesn't reveal itself for 2 years. Well, here's the other thing. In this book, guys, I've showed you this book. This doctor, and let me be very clear, all doctors are ever doing are practicing. And what is it that we do? We practice. One of the things that I practiced and showed you in terms of practice was what? Years ago, or literally, Ego's 2 now. And what did I do? I put Ego on every dog food and we watched his body deteriorate. We watched his skin get really, really bad. We watched him lose hair in his tail. I watched him struggle. I remember him and I driving down to the bridge. And we were going to meet up with Stan that day. And that's the day that him and Juice were on that pillow together for 14 minutes in 90+ degree weather. And he was sitting in the seat and he was just out of it. And I'm going to tell you this. I know my dog. He shouldn't be in the car sleep. He shouldn't be in the car being lazy. He shouldn't be in the car being tired. Not when we're headed to have a good time, to say the least. I said, something's wrong here. And then that's when I was like, I went in to do my last thing of dog food. Like, we about to switch to Stella or something. I said, well, I can't. I gotta go back to the good stuff. And here we are still dealing with it because, believe it or not, you can ruin, or really mess up a dog's digestive system, their immunity. A sick kid normally is a sick kid unless a sick kid is sick early and then it gets stronger because it went through all the sicknesses and built its own immunity over the next 10 years of its life. Adrenal glands, I've learned in this book, again, Pet Allergies book. I don't agree with everything that's in this book because I've read a lot of things. I'm going to do a live and also walk you through, we'll do a YouTube version, what it is I learned. You guys know how hard it is to read everything and make it and simplify it? It's not easy. It's not easy. I read a lot of books about the human body to come to the conclusion that some things were right, some things were wrong. Some things made sense, some things didn't. One of the things this guy doesn't agree with or says that it's a little troubling to me, I'll tell you later. Point is he studied and figured out that there is an adrenal gland issue. And in that issue, what does that say? The breeder's blight. Part of the main issue is the breeders. That's the part I was getting to. We are responsible. Matter of fact, even in one of the chapters I just read this morning, I highlighted it right there. Can they see that? And I'll read it to make sure you see it. I highlighted because then I read chapter 14. I feel disease prevention should begin with breeding programs. Chris Moore said it on our live the other day. He said, Trev, what you're doing is way harder because you can water something down. And watering it down means I could sell you a good looking dog that has problems the rest of his life. What I can't do, what I will not do, is sell you a dog that we're breeding because it has problems. I'm not selling you a color. I'm not selling you a size. I'm not selling you anything other than a good dog. And if I don't see good dogs in our program, they're not going to be used. And that's even mine. If I don't see what I want to see out of Cha-Cha improve, if I don't see what I want to see out of Ego, had I not seen the things out of Zara, we wouldn't have bred her. She is probably one of the best dogs I've bred. And a light story, and then we'll get off of this. Shout out to my guy Mike. He's hopefully going to see this. He said, look, you know, I got a little grandbaby Trev. And he said, that boy go up there, doggy Scott. His name's Cowboy. He said he'll go up there and sit by that baby's and won't move. I said that would be his mom. His mom is a very caring dog. She's intrusive, so she wants to be in your face. But we removed some things from the dog's diet. I did, specifically in mine. Jamarcus has kept up with the fiber and some of the pseudo carbs per se, and his dogs don't have any issues. It's just the truth. I removed and got down to the basics, and that is a protein, that is bone, that is organ. And what happened? In that process, the dogs did what? The skin got bad. So what are we re-inviting? Fiber. Definitely carbs to a degree, and healthy carbs, meaning fibrous carbs. Carbs that the dog actually needs to sustain good gut health. Healthy fats, omega-3s, macro, etc. And then my little blended concoction of seaweed, pumpkins, and some other good things. I added some coconut to it. Found our food processor. We're going to keep at it, people. For now, stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. Remember to pace yourself. And the dogs are as good as our choices, especially if you're breeding. And then what we know, if we're just pet achievers and pet parents, taking care of them.